Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video from another very cloudy day in the UK. I was very tired and I demotivated as often am. I didn't wake up till like 2 o'clock today, 2 p.m. So I was having a bit of a nightmare. I couldn't sleep last night, and then I didn't wake up till like 2 p.m. So anyway, yeah, I know it's a bit lazy, but also demotivated, like with my writing and stuff like that. But anyway, I thought I'd make this video to make the best possible use of the day rather than let it go to waste. I hope I get to do some writing as well, because I feel like it's like productive and stuff like that. So anyway, as the title of the video suggests and hopefully alludes to, I hope to support Indigenous people from across the Americas, and I was wondering what statistics there are. I think in America itself there are, I think 2 or even 3%. I think it's only, well, as low as 2% of the country are Indigenous people, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd love to see in the comments if anyone can post any comments about if what percentage of America is Indigenous or Native, or whatever term you want to use. First Nations, Indigenous, Native, Homogenous. I use those terms interchangeably, or even real or true, as I mentioned before. I'd love to read from Native Americans or Indigenous people from across the Americas, actually, about their opinions, your opinions, if you get to watch this, if you stumble across this video. So I hope Indigenous people from across the Americas will share this video. I wonder if there's a way to help Indigenous people from places like Brazil, Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay, and all over the Americas to create their own social media accounts, like their own YouTubes and things like that. So, and I know, like, there was, some people even many people call it an attempted genocide in the Americas. So I imagine there's many countries, or at least a few. Like, I wonder how come you don't hear of many Indigenous people from like Caribbean countries, which are in the Americas. But yeah, so I hope to cover all of the Americas, not just America itself, as often mentioned. But I would love to help people from across the Americas to like support each other and to make YouTube videos. It could be where they talk about politics, listening to their voice, like their opinions about things, basically, so they have a voice, and just generally empowering them, as I often talk about. And I think it'd be interesting if like, say, America has about 300 million people, I think, approximately, probably a bit more than that, but say about 300 million people. So 2%, I think I worked that out, would be about 6 million people. So if so many of those, like say 10%, have their own YouTube or TikTok or other social media accounts, that's like 600,000 or so people, like over 500,000 people. If my maths serves me right. Again, I'd love to hear the statistics, but just in America alone, and I know America is the most populated country in the Americas, as I would class it, like North and South and Central America, if you count that as a separate continent. So any countries that could be classed as the Americas, I would love for the Indigenous people to support each other on social media, and the areas like S.T.E.M. Maybe there could be organizations which help them in areas like S.T.E.M, which normally I like to help Indigenous people from Africa and Australasia in S.T.E.M, but I'd also love to support Indigenous people from the Americas. And I hoped, as I say, to read from Indigenous people from the Americas in the comment section. But I thought I'd make a video, probably try and keep it short and sweet. Probably the shorter the better, because people, including myself, I'm probably the worst for having a low attention span, because I take on too much. I don't have much patience to like watch videos for very long, a lot of the time. Sometimes I do, but I have a dilemma, because if there's a video I like, I do try and tend to look for shorter videos if I can a lot of time, but unless I'm in the mood to sit down and watch for a while. Anyway, but I'd love to hear what people think about that idea, and whether it could empower Indigenous people from across Americas to hear their voices. It could help them to tell their side of the story about things, and like they could share ideas and suggestions with each other as well, and allies like myself could support them. And yeah, I think like if all Indigenous people from across the Americas somehow made their own social media accounts, especially YouTube, I'm thinking mainly of YouTube, and they subscribe to each other, and then maybe there'd be about 10 or more million people like subscribe to each other, which would be pretty amazing, of course, and then allies as well on top of that. So hopefully that would help them financially. The only way I can think of supporting Indigenous people from across the Americas really is financially, but also listening to them and their ideas. As ever, I'd love to hear what you think in the comment section below, and I am out. Peace and love.